Get dressed. Martin just called.
5:30 in the morning?
He wants me at his barge in 2 hours. He said it was important.
Did he tell you to bring
No,
me?
but-
I'm going back to sleep.
But- He told me my time's almost up.
Oh, all right. What does he want?
You stink.
Yeah, well, have you got any deodorant?
No.
Well, then pipe down. Next time you wake me up at stupid o'clock in the morning, I'll make sure to have a shower just for you. What did he mean that your time's almost up?
He didn't say.
It means that if you do as you're told, at the end of the day, your brother's debt will be paid off, Connor.
We're here.
Shortly before I called you last night, I got a message. The driver of that car, apparently, he wants to leave. As if it's his decision to make. He says he's going to the police. He's running away and never coming back.
Oh, I can't imagine why anyone would want to do that, Martin.
It really cuts me up. Anyhow, they're dealing with him down there at the moment.
What do you mean dealing with him?
That's my business. Your business is here.
What business is that, Mr. Holshaw?
An excellent question, Patrick. I need the car looking after. I need it taking back to the city and just keeping out of the way for a while. There's something rather expensive in the boot.
You woke me up? For this? Are the keys in the car? Good.
Just a moment. I was expecting your brother not to be here.
Well, when you said my time was up.
You thought I was going to kill you? If I wanted you dead, you wouldn't have woken up this morning.
That's reassuring.
It ought to be. In any case, I wouldn't kill you in front of him. There's no telling how he'd react. Tell me, how many days have you been working for me?
It's been almost 7 years.
I didn't ask for years, I asked for days. Do you know the answer? It's been precisely 2,581 days since you lost a significant amount of my money in someone else's poker game. For 2,124 of those days, you and your brother have been working off that debt. However helpful your brother may have been, he's a little impetuous. He's prone to being just a pain in the neck at times. You, however, have proved yourself both loyal and useful. When we finish today, I'd like to employ you properly.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you can start by calling me Martin. No more of this upstairs, downstairs, Mr. Holshaw nonsense. Here.
What's this?
It's instructions for today. Details in the note.
All right. We'll take care of it.
See that you do. You've got potential, Patrick. Don't let your brother waste it. I mean it. Call me if he causes any trouble.
In other news, police are investigating the disappearance of a young girl in her early 20s. Corinna Aitken of Bridge Street, Boston, was last seen on Wednesday night. She is described as roughly 5'5" with auburn hair and green eyes. Police are not treating the disappearance as suspicious, but are asking people to come forward with any information they may have that could lead to determine.
So So what was all that about then?
We're on. Tonight. Details on the way.
Okay. Do I have time for a swim?
Sure.
Great. So, what are we doing here?
We're parking at the rendezvous point, then swapping cars with Martin's people when they arrive.
Okay. What do I have to do?
Stay put and keep your eyes peeled. Martin wants us to be discreet on this one.
Fair enough. How long do you reckon they're going to be?
Dunno. Envelope said 11.
It's 1 now.
If they're not here in 5 minutes, I'll call them.
Fair. So, we're almost free of your debt. How's that feel?
Like a ton of bricks has suddenly been lifted from me. I don't know. Ask me again tomorrow.
Uh-huh. Well, I for one am looking forward to it. Be nice to see the back of Martin.
Suppose so.
Be nice to do some honest work for once. Earn my own money.
What will you do?
I don't know. But I'm not staying here. Maybe I'll go on holiday. Haven't been on one in ages. What about you?
Haven't decided yet. Holiday sounds like a good idea, though. Where will you go?
Coast. Well, Dad took us years ago.
Yeah, I remember it. It's where Grandad found the King of Hearts as a boy on a beach, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a family heirloom. Still don't think you should have sold it to Martin.
It was worth $8,000. Can you blame me?
Yeah.
How can you say that?
7 years of being Martin's pony makes it pretty easy.
If I hadn't sold it to him, it would have been another 5 years before we paid him off.
You lost all that money, and we? I never signed any contract that said I'd bite the pillow and grab my ankles while Martin got his money's worth.
Oh, well, so you would rather I had just...
rather you had shown a little more self-control rather than gamble all your money away. I would rather that Martin had decreed that I owed him just as much as you did. I would rather...
Yeah. Right. Okay, yeah, sure thing.
I would rather not talk about it. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Are they coming?
No, they want us to hold on to the car for another day.
Okay. Can we go home?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Nothing. Hot maybe? Probably best to leave it.
Did Martin say what was in the bag?
He just said that the contents were sensitive and that the less we knew, the better. It's probably just tools banging about. No, wait.
What?
I'm not supposed to open the boot.
Did he say that I couldn't?
Well, no, but that's not the point. That was implicit in the conversation.
Son of...
I swear I had no idea.
No idea?
No! He never told me, so I never asked.
Never asked? Never asked, Patrick? Didn't you think to check? Or was your nose so brown from pandering to him that you couldn't see this coming for all the crap in your face?
Oh, come on!
I knew this would happen. I thought our luck was going to change when Martin said that this was our last job. But we're dead men!
No, we're not.
What?
I said, no, we're not dead men.
Look around, Patrick. Look around and tell me, how are we not irreversibly, utterly, incontrovertibly boned? Or better yet, why don't you tell me how we're going to get out of this?
By being professionals and doing the job.
What are you saying?
I'm saying you hit the nail on the head. This is our last job. After this, no more Martin, no more debt. We're free and in the clear.
But there is a person in the car.
What does it matter, Connor? We don't know anything about them, so
Exactly, that's why it matters. How can you be okay with handing them over to Martin even though we don't know anything about them?
Martin wants us to look after it.
The person, you mean?
Yeah, the person in the car. He wants us to look after it for another day. Right? So, take it back to the house. We get the person out of the car. Bring them into the house. Find out who they are. And then we figure out what to do with them from there. Does that satisfy your sudden moral conscience?
All right. But we don't do anything until then.
Fair enough. Easy. Okay, just sagging a bit.
Yeah.
Over the... Okay.
What do we do now? I want to sit them up.
Just use your initiative.
Well, because it looks like we've got...
I do not care.
Where are you going? What have you got that for?
For protection.
What am I supposed to do with these?
I don't know. Just...
That makes sense. I'm opening the bag now. Ow! Patrick, I think I know who this is.
What are you talking about?
The woman that went missing on the news a few days ago.
Huh?
It's okay. We're not going to hurt you.
Oh, keep my dog, huh?
Yeah? English?
Where the hell is Frank? And who are you two?
Who's Frank?
The driver? Duh. Okay, never mind. Can you just get me out of this bag?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, I cramped up in there so much. I've been in there for so long. Oh, I don't know how long I was in there for.
Were you meant to be in the bag?
Well, not exactly. I was asleep for most of it.
Right.
Aren't you meant to be helping me?
We're supposed to be holding on to you until Martin's men come and collect you.
What? No, you can't. You don't understand.
What don't we understand?
He's gonna kill me.
Why is he going to kill you?
Because I tried to leave.
What?
I crashed into him about 3 years ago and I didn't have any insurance. He said he would keep the police off me if I worked off the cost of his car. I'm guessing you don't work for him by choice either.
Not exactly.
Well, I worked off the cost of his car and he offered me a job, but I said no and he got angry. He said I had no choice and that without him I would have ended up in prison. He said my life belonged to him now, so I found someone else who wanted to leave, Frank. And he told me about this pendant that Martin has, the King of
Hearts.
You know it?
Belonged to our granddad.
Why does Martin have it?
It was supposed to be a peace offering, but it didn't work.
Well, that was going to be my golden ticket. I was going to steal it and send it back to him for mine and Frank's freedom.
It's worth more than that.
How did you end up in the bag?
This was plan B. Frank works at the morgue and Martin has him picking up dead bodies from crime scenes before the police get there. If I couldn't get the pendant, we were gonna stage my disappearance and smuggle me through the morgue. But I'm guessing Martin found out since I wound up here. Did he say anything about Frank?
I'm going for a smoke. Connor, you coming with?
Excuse me for a second. What? I thought you'd quit.
I'm getting there. What are you hoping for here, Connor? What's your end game?
What do you mean?
I mean, you're letting her convince you not to take her to Martin. Have you forgotten that we've got a job to do? You're putting this woman over your own freedom, and for what? So you can sleep with her? So you can set her free and play the hero? Or are you throwing all of this away just so you can get back at Martin? For the last 7 years, every single job we've done, you've behaved like a child. Could you please just remember that we are this close to paying off my debt?
She must have had a good reason for leaving like the way she did. Perhaps we should be making those kinds of plans.
Maybe you should be focused on not screwing this up.
Screwing what up? Maybe I should be focusing on not screwing what up? Oh. You're a piece of shit.
He offered us a job, Connor. He'd be paying us, not the other way round.
And you call me selfish? You're not looking to get away from Martin. You're in this for yourself.
Connor!
I am done. Grow a spine before you talk to me about Martin.
She can stay the night. But tomorrow, we're sending her to Martin. If we don't, she may as well kill us.
You may as well kill yourself. You'd stay here tonight.
What did I miss?
My brother wants to hand you over to Marty. He thinks if we'll do that, we'll be free.
Do you?
Just get some sleep.
I heard most of what you said. Nobody has to kill anybody.
What do you mean?
I had to clean his barge for the past 3 years to work off the debt of the crash.
Why does that matter?
Because on the barge he had a money box with a list of people he's blackmailed.
Had.
Stealing the pendant was just meant to be a distraction. When I couldn't find it, I switched the money box to a ringer 3 days ago when I broke onto the barge.
If Martin finds out you have
Your name's Connor, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to be under Martin's thumb forever?
Of course not, no.
And if you could break free from him tomorrow, would you?
Absolutely.
Listen to me carefully.
Where will you go?
The coast. My dad took us years ago.
Yeah, I remember it. It's where Grandad found the King of Hearts as a boy on a beach, isn't it?
It was an heirloom. Still don't think you should have given it to Martin.
Do you want to be under Martin's thumb forever?
She can stay the night. Tomorrow we take her to Martin.
You may as well kill yourself. What happened?
I called Martin. He sent some of the boys round. They came and took her. I tried to stop him. You're alright. I knew the second before I even hung up the phone. I don't want to be owned by Martin anymore. I shouldn't have done this. Can you forgive me?
Yeah.
We found your friend Frank. He was very helpful.
What have you done with him?
I'm sure you'd love to know. But then a little birdie tells me you know quite a lot these days. So, you've been cleaning up while you've been cleaning up. I think it's time we went downriver. Maybe you'll meet your friend.
Martin!
You just bricked him on his first day. What do you two want?
Well, you have something of ours, and as you probably know, we have something of yours, so...
So, you hand us back the pendant, and you let Corinna go without a fight, and, well, we
won't tie these bricks to your legs and throw you in the river. How does that sound?
What if I refuse?
I say, how does that sound out of politeness, Martin? You don't actually have a choice.
You try this, you'll be dead before sundown, and I'll have you painted as monsters.
Oh, and how do you plan to do that?
There's just the two of you. You've no power over me.
Without your records, you're just one. Do as you're told.
Your freedom won't last! Where do you think you can go that you can hide from me?
Now, Martin. That's my business. Your business is with the police sirens you'll be hearing in a few minutes.
You insufferable meddling plebs! You parasites on society! I'll got you for this!
Good one, mate.
Take it easy. What will you do?
I have no idea. Leave, probably.
Well, you're welcome to come with us.